Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Call of Cthulhu. Now, the pronunciation there, I'm gonna say Cthulhu the whole time. I've heard a lot of people call it Cthulhu as well, but I'm gonna go with my first pronunciation. The Call of Cthulhu, guys. This has been on my radar for a while. It's a bit of an older game. It came out October 30th of 2018, pretty close to Halloween, and it's a horror-based game, first person, I'm pretty sure, and really been looking forward to getting to it finally. Guys, this game was developed by Cyanide Studios and published by Focus Home Interactive, and yeah, as far as I've heard, it's got mixed reviews. It's a lot of people saying it's a good story. And I think two games came out around the same time. There was this one, The Call of Cthulhu, and then there was The Sinking City. And if you guys don't know, these are both, they were both based on Lovecraft, H.P. Lovecraft's lore that he has created. I've read a bit of H.P. Lovecraft myself. It's a hard read, but I really enjoy his stories. There's one in particular that stands out to me. I don't remember the name of it, but it's about these two guys in a graveyard. And I think I'm remembering it right. They find a hole to dig down, and one ties a rope to himself and goes down, and the other one starts hearing voices and stuff. It's a good read. I won't spoil the whole thing. But if you can get through his stuff, his language is a bit different than most. Apparently I heard a lot of people love his stories. Myself, I enjoyed them for the most part. I found that as I read them, I had to go back quite a bit to reread a sentence just to understand it. Alright guys, so let's do a new game. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. That's a new word to me. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. This is Chapter 1, Pierce Investigations Agency, Boston. Alright guys, I'm hoping this is a good game for the channel. I've been looking forward to this one, and I've wanted to be doing a horror game for a while now, just to mix in with the channel. Let's enter the madness, it said. What's happening there now? Okay, I use the left joystick to move. I kind of assumed, I guess. We got a lot of dead fish here. Circle to crouch. What am I looking for? A key or something? Oh, we're just going this way. You must light up some items in order to interact with them. Ah, so I can't just grab things in the dark, apparently. Let's grab this lantern then. A hurricane lamp. That's an interesting concept. That you can't interact with stuff that you can't see. Oh, I held L2, guys. That's to run. What are we getting? What are we getting ourselves into here? I can't seem to cut that one for some reason. But we'll keep going this way. Jeez.
What a putrid offering.
Offering? Is that what all these dead,
Fight. You have been chosen.
Or am I the offering? Oh jeez, I just thought of that. I thought maybe all these dead fish were the offering, but it could be me.
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Cool.
Whiskey.
The whiskey hangover, guys. I'm aware of those.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
The husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. Okay.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case. But when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against private detective who's got proof against you.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
This looks like a conspiracy board. He's got them everywhere. Old time radio. Alright guys, what are we doing here?
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
The 20th of October 1924, Pierce Investigation Agency. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams. But they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? So is that a mission? We have an upgrade tree here, guys. An upgrade seance, it looks more like. Okay. Dark water. That is the place I assume we go to. We have a clues menu and an inventory. He has an old lighter engraved in the memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men of the lost battalion who fell. Interesting. Okay. Wasn't our phone just... Yep.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Oh. I see. So we gotta put some points in here. We have 8 CP points. We have occultism. Occultism represents your knowledge of the occult sciences. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining the use and the origin of occult artifacts and of expressing your knowledge of the myth. Then we have medicine. Medicine represents your medical knowledge. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining the dosage of a drug, of making a diagnosis, or of expressing your understanding of a medical problem. That seems useful. I wonder why these two are yellow. Oh, because I'm novice in them. The purple are professional. Oh, not that one. That's amateur. Never mind. As long as you get to a 3, you are a professional. You're at a 2, you're amateur. And you're a novice if you have 1 point. If you look below, it says 1 of 5. We got psychology as well. Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior or on the analysis of objects. We also have the investigation. So, the investigation represents your investigating talents. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object, and of picking locks. That seems helpful. We have strength. Strength represents your ability to call on your physical power. Improving this skill increases your chances of forcing doors or mechanisms, or of using violence, physical or verbal, during interactive discussions. We have spot hidden. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving this skill increases your chances of finding hidden objects. An undiscovered object will not appear in game. Oh, that's good to know. And our last one is eloquence. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by your power of speech. Improving this skill increases your chances of convincing or manipulating during discussions. I think will we not earn CP over time? I want to put some in the occultism. And medicine. Oh, I see. So it's not just a matter of putting points in, it's got to add up. Okay, we leveled that one. I would also like to do this one. I assume we'll get more points at some point, so we will validate.
Thank you for this information.
I hope.
Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Is he just gonna peace out? So we gotta examine the painting and examine the Hawkins file. I noticed as we're going here, the lip sync is a little off.
Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread it carries.
Consult diary. The art of Sarah Hawkins, intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others. Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colors and wild strokes to the world. If her paintings are testimony to her vision of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. That is an extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce, private detective. That is us. Why would we write that? Why would we write extract from the notebook? Okay, so just the case closest we've looked at. Or the closed cases. What did I just say? The case closest? Oh god. Apparently we have a sanity meter. Or something. Some kind of sanity. Alright, let's look at the Hawkins file then.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
A shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report. It says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they, nevertheless, insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. So, I think we're going to Darkwater, guys.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Do we get to make a deduction? Oh, nice. This is cool. I like this. We know where she lived. Well, we know something's not right with the story. We can do investigation professional. Or we can do find out about warehouse. Let's try this one.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Let's do this one just to ask. Because I'm curious what he thinks of her mental fragility. I have a feeling he's gonna say she's completely sane.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
I think that's all we need, guys.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
What the hell does that mean? My situation.
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
The Learning of Medicine. Volume 1. Does that do anything for us? I think it does, yeah. Medicine progression. Let's view the character sheet. It said it did anyway. Maybe it added some percentage to our medicine meter. Okay, so the key players so far. We got Stephen Webster. That's the guy we just talked to. This is Charles Hawkins, the guy that died. His wife, Sarah Hawkins, which is the granddaughter? Or no, the daughter of this guy. And then we have Simon Hawkins. And he was apparently only 2. Oh, sorry, 11. I was reading Roman numeral for some reason. He was 2, or 11, jeez. So 41, quite an age difference there. 41, 33. And what do we have in clues? Just the scraps we read.
I used to be an avid reader.
Oh, I thought he was going to pull a book out. He just wants to tell us about his past reading skills.
I wonder why I still take these things.
Got some sleeping pills. We obtained the sleeping pills. Should have another drink, shouldn't we? Yes. Let's just get drunk in the office.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Wait. He said, I have a book on Darkwater. And then he says, Darkwater is off the coast of Boston, but I've never heard of it. So has he heard of it, or has he not? So Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long abandoned caves. I was going to say caverns. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coasts of Massachusetts. I have a hard time saying that word. Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Alright. Peace out then. Investigation complete. We gained 1 CP, I just noticed. Chapter 2, Darkwater Port. Wow, it's pretty shitty looking.
We're almost there. Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Alright guys, so we got new objective, talk to Fitzroy. I think when he goes to his office, he's got a bunch of stuff to show us. We got the whale, which is the bar, and we can also look around. That was a very cool intro title. I like that. Title card? What do you call that? Just an intro, I guess. Very neat. I like this place. I love these kinds of settings where it's like a functioning village, but something is definitely off here. And I'm gonna cut out all the loading screens, guys. And I was talking during the loading screen, and I decided I was gonna cut it out. I was just saying that H.P. Lovecraft, if you haven't read it, he deals with a lot of like cosmic horror of the unknown. And if you've ever seen like Hellboy, I'm pretty sure Mike Mignola, the artist and creator of Hellboy, based a lot of his characters and kind of like the myth off of H.P. Lovecraft creations. Kind of like the same idea. Alright guys, so we've made it to Blackwater. I think we're going to end this one here, and when we come back, we're going to explore. I think we'll go to the bar and talk to Bradley. These are secondary objectives. I want to do them first, and then we'll talk to Fitzroy. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. I appreciate it. Appreciate the views and support. If you guys are liking these videos, maybe smash that like button. It really helps out. And consider subscribing to the channel. Alright guys, this is Call of Cthulhu. When we come back, we're gonna make our way through Blackwater and investigate a bit more. Alright guys, thanks again. I'll catch you next time. Thanks.